Right now, two of the most powerful AI tools are in a serious battle for the top spot. One of them absolutely dominates research, giving you real, verifiable sources in seconds. The other, it can literally control your web browser like your own personal assistant. So which one's better? Well, in this explainer, we're putting Google's Gemini and Perplexity AI head-to-head to find out. But first, let me ask you a quick question. Are you positive you're using the right AI tool for what you're trying to do? Because the truth is, most people aren't. They're just using one single tool for every single job. And you know what? It's a huge mistake. And that mistake, it has real consequences. It's costing you valuable time, it's costing you money, and it's probably keeping you from getting the results you actually need. That's why understanding the right tool for the right task is really the key to unlocking the power of AI. So today, we're breaking down two of the biggest AI tools out there that aren't ChatGPT, Gemini and Perplexity. And as you're about to see, they have completely different philosophies. And this really gets to the heart of it. Perplexity is built from the ground up to be your research assistant. It's all about live web retrieval, real-time facts, and clickable sources you can trust. Think of it like a supercharged search engine on steroids. Gemini, on the other hand, is your automation assistant. It's built for that deep thinking, complex reasoning, and now it can even control your computer. So to see where each one really shines, I put them through a series of identical, side-by-side tests. I used the exact same prompts, the same tasks, just to find out who would come out on top. And honestly, the results were genuinely surprising. We're going to run them through 5 distinct rounds. First, checking live facts and citations. Then we'll tackle complex reasoning. After that, image understanding. Then the big one, browser automation. And finally, we'll have a little fun with some creative writing. This is going to show us exactly where each tool excels and where it just falls apart. All right, let's get right into round 1. Live fact and citations. Now, this is supposed to be Perplexity's home turf, right? This is where it's meant to dominate. The prompt I gave them was simple. Summarize today's top news about AI and give me 3 sources with links. And yep, Perplexity delivered. It came back in seconds with a clean summary and 3 clickable links. Each source was labeled right there, next to the claim, making verification just instant. Gemini, it gave an answer, but its sources weren't in line. I had to go digging to figure out where the info came from. For quick, verifiable research, Perplexity is the clear winner. End of story. Okay, let's move on to round 2 and see how things change. Complex reasoning and structured output. For this one, I asked both AIs to plan a 4-week study schedule for a total beginner learning Kubernetes, complete with daily tasks and checkpoints.
Now this is where Gemini really flexed its muscles. It produced this beautifully structured plan with clean headers, numbered lists, and a really clear week-by-week breakdown. The logic was flawless. Perplexity's answer, it was decent, but the formatting was way messier and it just wasn't nearly as well organized. So for complex planning, Gemini wins, hands down.
All right, now for something completely different. In round 3, we tested image understanding. I uploaded a screenshot of a website, one that had a few obvious design errors, and I asked both of them to explain what was wrong and how to fix it. And wow, this perfectly illustrates Gemini's strength with what we call multimodal tasks, its ability to understand more than just text. It immediately spotted the errors in the image, explained what they meant, and suggested specific, actionable fixes. Perplexity's analysis, by contrast, was super basic. It missed key details. It's just not built for this kind of work. Gemini is miles ahead here. Okay, round 4 is the one that completely blew my mind. Browser automation. I asked Gemini to perform an actual task in a browser, to go to a website and extract product prices. So Gemini's new computer use feature it's incredible. I literally watched in real time as my cursor moved on its own, opened the web page, located the products, extracted the prices, and then put them all into a neat list. Perplexity can't do this, not at all. It's simply not in its DNA. If you need an AI to actually do tasks on the web for you, Gemini is pretty much the only real option right now. And make no mistake, this is a total game changer. I mean, imagine using this to automatically pull sales leads from a website, or summarize customer reviews from a dozen different product pages, or even fill out all those tedious online forms for you. We're literally watching AI evolve into an agent that can complete complex tasks. It's not perfect yet, but the fact that it even exists is just wild. All right, for our final round, let's do creative writing. I asked both of them to write a 90-second viral script about AI safety, but with a sarcastic tone. So, how would they handle that kind of nuance and creativity? Honestly, this one was really close. Both of them did a fantastic job. Perplexity's script was concise, it was punchy, and it totally nailed the sarcastic tone. Gemini was also very creative, and it gave me a slightly longer, more detailed script with better formatting. So for pure creativity, I'm calling this one a tie. So after 5 rounds of some pretty intense competition, what's the final verdict? Well, it's not about which tool is better overall, but which one wins for what you're actually trying to do.
So here's the bottom line. You use Perplexity if you need live facts, verifiable sources, or any kind of citation-heavy content. If you're a journalist, a researcher, or a student, it's your absolute go-to. But you use Gemini if you need complex reasoning, structured outputs, image analysis, or that incredibly powerful browser automation.
So you see, the biggest takeaway here isn't about picking one winner. The real power, the real secret, comes from building your own ultimate AI toolkit. Look, the smartest approach is to just use both. They complement each other perfectly. I use Perplexity for my quick research, to gather all those sourced facts. Then I take that information over to Gemini for the deeper planning, the workflow automation, or those multimodal tasks. The mistake most people make is using a hammer for every single job when they have a full toolbox sitting right there.
So now you know the strengths of each. Here's a final thought. Pick one task you're working on right now. Think about it. Is it a research problem or is it an automation problem? Choose the tool that fits, test it out, and see the difference for yourself. So the question is, which part of your workflow will you upgrade first?